Alrighty. Good evening, everybody out there. I hope you're having a wonderful start of your week. It is Monday, and as with all Mondays, we do like to have our fun little weekly event, which we call Rando Monday, here on Retro Gaming Live TV, simulcasting both on Twitch and YouTube. So shoutouts to both our viewers in both lands. I hope you're ready for an evening of festivities. We do have tonight, we've got some multi-world action going on, but unlike our usual weekly asyncs, which will begin tonight after the conclusion of this particular event, we are doing a sync, which means we're all going to be playing our games at the same time, and hopefully in about 3 to 4 hours at the most, be able to finish all of our seeds and have a wonderful time. Hopefully everybody can hear me out there. It looks like my audio is going through, so we should be good there. So, joining us today on the screen and in the booth and in the chat, we have 4 of us playing 4 completely different games, just to kind of showcase yet again the fun that AP World can have. We'll explain that more in a moment once we get started. Top left corner in your screen, we have Dog Developer, who's joining us from the chat room. He will not be in the voice room, but he will be joining us from chat. Top right, we have Deshana, also in the booth.
Hello.
In the bottom left-hand corner, we have the one, the only, Bloody Candy.
Hello.
And, of course, myself in the bottom right-hand screen, yours truly, Weapon. We are all playing very unique games. Dog Developer is going to be running Mega Man X. Deshana, of course, playing Castlevania Symphony of the Night. EBC is playing some monkey game down in the corner. Some Danky King, and I think it's like a couple ones in, 3 maybe? I don't know. One of those. And hopefully this time it doesn't blow up as a result of the AP missing something in the coding, and of course it just being a little jank in general. But hello chat, good afternoon, good evening. Again, we are going to get this kicked off here momentarily. I just realized the thing was there, and EBC's trying to say hello to Twitch and YouTube and chat there on the screen, and it's not working because I didn't have it up. I'm a professional, everybody. We do this all the time, and I am the best at it. Not really. Anyways, so again, top left Dog Developer with Mega Man X, top right Deshana with Symphony of the Night, bottom left EBC with Donkey Kong Country 3, bottom right myself with Final Fantasy Randomizer. We're gonna get this started here, and I'm gonna do a little bit more introduction after that. So let's go in 3, 2, 1. Set it off. Let's go. So while everybody's getting started there, the audio is going to keep coming from me for the temporarily, because I have a little bit more control over it. And that being said, I'm going to turn it down a little because it's kind of loud. So while everybody gets started on their games, what immediately some access. Nice to see. So what you're going to see is what's called Archipelago Multiworld, and I get to start with a white mage and a fighter. Not terrible, not terrible. So I'm going to do this in the layout that it is on the screen. Dog Developer's going to be my white mage. Deshauna, you're going to be my fighter.
Oh, I can't see Diddy or Dixie very well.
And bottom left-hand corner is going to be EBC. Whatever it happens to be, it happens to be. And the bottom right, of course, will make myself as that. There we
go. What are these sprites?
All right. So what is Archipelago Multiworld? Archipelago Multiworld is the ability to randomize multiple games and shuffle them within each other. So as we see earlier, Dog Developer at Mega Man X has found a grape juice for Symphony of the Night and an axe for me, which is great to see early already. And vice versa, as we find items in our games, they'll get sent out to the other games, and hopefully, hopefully help us out. By the way, that great axe, for me, that light axe is actually a great sword, which is not quite what was supposed to be sent to me. But we got what we got, we get what we get. Oh, and the game has blessed me with more heals, tents, cabins, and houses that I could ever need. Good. So all four of us are playing very much randomized versions of our own individual games. And I need to remember not to use the fast forward button. My sincerest apologies. I'm used to doing that in my own certain games because they're very slow in some cases. What do we got? Oh, my goodness. Dog Developer is going to be swinging hard with that copper stick in my game. But unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to commentate too hard on all four of the games at once, so I do apologize for that. So I will entrust you, the chat, to kind of watch along and shout out and say hoorah for those who find things that you find interesting or things that you think are what needs to be found. I just found nice ice resistance, and that's not a bad defense point either. Nice. All right. So each one of us has rolled a seed that hopefully is going to be relatively fast and relatively good. You never know. You never know. Some of us may get some pretty nasty things dropped our way. We'll see what happens. Somebody just sent me a black shirt. I'm not going to say no to that. Also, I just realized I didn't check out what my Blessing and Curses is. So I'm playing Final Fantasy Randomizer. There's a lot to dive into as far as what the randomizer can do, because it's a very fleshed out randomizer. Consequently, two of the 4 games on the screen are beta state games, so they're not quite full up to speed on what they could be. But they are definitely in a playable state that makes things super interesting. So definitely keep an eye on those. By the way, that is the top 2 games for the beta games. Just because they're beta games doesn't mean they aren't good games. It just means that they're at a state that they're not quite full support just yet. But they're definitely well within functionality for sure. Actually, you know what? I'm going to give you the black shirt because that's probably going to be Lightning 3. Well, yeah, I'll take it. Alright, so for blessings on our white mage, we have a bunch of vitality, agility, and can do extra damage to dragons. Good job, Dog Developer. My fighter has a little bit of extra vitality, a higher hit rate, and can murder undead again. So you'll notice I did start with 2 characters. I will not... Light 1 at tier 1. Life 2 at tier 1 is broken. I don't like the rest of it, but I'll just do that for the sake of having it. And let's see what we got here. Ice 2, Ice 3, and Fire 3 at tier 1. Yeah, okay, well, broken. So, other than this, we've got, again, we've got Deshauna and Eve Lady Candy in the booth here. Go ahead and, we're going to start with Deshauna, top right corner there. What all is going on with Symphony of the Night? What are you looking for? What are you expecting? What's the goal? All that fun stuff. And then we'll move on to Dog Developer. So, you can do the same.
Main goal of the game is to collect the 6 Dracula relics, or 5, I guess, and beat Dracula.
So those are randomized throughout the game's all the game's pools. So instead of picking them up through the castle, I'll be hoping to get them as checks. Or I can glitch my way into Dracula and kill him, which I'll probably end up doing. This is the new beta 7.1 version, so they've added some new stuff. I have drop sanity added, so the enemies no longer drop their vanilla items, but it's completely randomized. So
That is cool.
you could possibly see some new fun stuff dropping.
That could be
and
really
I did.
fun.
I started this one with a duplicator, so I'm just throwing stuff away. And there's the Eye of Vlad. That's one of my relics I need. Yeah, basically just going through the castle, picking up stuff. Basically, every vanilla check or every vanilla item in the game that's on the ground is a check. So there are hundreds and hundreds of things to look for in this game.
You know, I didn't even check the stats out on this to give you that. I'll do that here in just a moment. But EBC, you're welcome to go next here.
Donkey Kong Country 3. The goal is to defeat Nautilus, which is the boss on the secret special island, Nautilus, which is one of probably the Krematoa, sorry, which is probably one of the harder set of levels in the game. I've shuffled everything, so Kong Sanity is not active, thank God, which is collecting all the Kong letters in the stage. I did try to get level shuffler, but apparently it didn't shuffle my levels either, so we get to play the vanilla DKC3 with some very different sprites. The things that we're looking for are progressive boat upgrades. So the first progressive boat upgrade that we'll get is going to be our patch for the inner tube boat, and then we need to get 2 skis, which will be for the ski boat, and then if it comes down to it, we'll need to get 30 DKC coins, and that'll be for our gyrocopter. So basically at this point, we're looking for bonus coins and trying to get some boat upgrades because we got one more world before we are BK'd.
There you go. Dog Developer is playing Mega Man X. I'll just kind of shout out that for their sake, they are looking for levels, weapons, and they're trying to beat Wily, or Sigma, excuse me. I forgot which one he's playing already. But they're trying to beat Dr. Wily, or Dr. I keep saying, I'm sorry. Just tell me to shut up. Don't, because I need to say something. But, Sigma. He has to defeat Sigma. Sigma D's. Anyways, all right, EBC, I've got you picked up as a red mage. Good class to get picked up as. Well,
one thing I'd really like to find is any kind of a shield, so I can shield dash.
Oh yes. So, of course, I'm playing Final Fantasy. My goal is, of course, to defeat the 4 fiends and eventually go defeat Chaos and Garland, which we just defeated here a moment ago. Meanwhile, I do have on Weaponizer and all those fun things, so things are never going to be what you expect them to be. A black mage can use the Vorpal. You animal. Anyways, don't mind me. So yeah, my goal is to do that. But also notable is I'm playing in a mode known as Free Enterprise, or Free Airship in this case, where I don't have to unlock the floater. I don't have to unlock anything that way. I can just take my free ship and go. But the downside is my only way to get experience is trap tiles and bosses. So there is a downside. No encounters, but that's also kind of a good thing. So for the stat piece, there are 4 games being played. There is a grand total of 944 unique checks. As Deshauna may have suggested, Deshauna has half of them. At 445, I come up second with 236. EBC's 180, and Dog Developer has 83 of them. So we're going to be trying to collect as many of those to help each other out as best as we can to try to get the things moved along as quickly as possible. Fortunately for some of us, depending on how we rolled our games, they're going to be very quick seeds. Free Enterprise tends to be fairly quick because I don't have to look for the floater, so I can just fly wherever I want. So generally speaking, it means it's going to be a quicker seed. But that's going to depend entirely on if these fine folk in the chat with me here and the channel here send me things that I need, and of course me sending them things that they need. Why would you do that to me? Well, we got plenty of restoratives in the party already. We got Life 2 at Tier 1 and Cure 4 at Tier 2, which is amazing. We've got Saber at Tier 2 as well, which is not great. Oh. Also, I have to double check that I actually gave my Red Mage Cure 4 instead of a blank spot. There we go. And again, I get to keep reminding myself not to use my turbo button. I would disable it, but that would disconnect me briefly. Alright, Opal Axe. That seems impressive. It sure as heck is. A Fog 2 stick, which is actually fairly impressive. Oh, did I just buy something that was weaker? A little bit, yes, actually. Alright, let's get rid of some things we don't need. We don't need, let's see. The long hammer. We don't need that opal axe I accidentally just bought. And we don't need... Well... Yeah, we don't need that. Alright, what else can we get? Okay, the fog stick, 28 versus... Okay.
We've got a pseudo shield dash going on, throwing out curry rices with my duplicator. I think Alucard's gonna get fat.
Nice. Alright. So Dog Developer has declared that he's already BK'd until somebody finds a stage. So one of the pros and cons of a sync is that while everybody is playing at the same time, the likelihood of somebody sitting there twiddling thumbs is very high. Same thing with an async, but an async, you've got time, so it's not really a problem. Normally. We got another Aegis thing going on. Yeah, let's hook them up. Let's see what else we got. Steel. What is the steel anything? I don't know what is steel anything. Yeah, we'll go put it on. And flame armor. We've got one flame armor at oof. Oof. Okay, so this replaces that, the flame piece, which is weaker, so that's fine. Is this better than what you've got? You have that already. Alright, well, whatever. Energy only for health is restored AP with a command. Yes, so there are a bunch of things that you can do with the AP world. One of the cool things that you can do, depending on the games that you have available, is something called Energy Link. There's a lot of games that offer the ability to do that, and it's really, really freaking cool. Because what can happen is, say, in your Mega Man 3, you're dying, you're running out of health, and holy crap, these pirates are invincible. I'm in trouble. I'm very in trouble. Thankfully, I have a little mode on that's essentially what's nicknamed the Dragon Warrior mode. So if I die, I don't lose progress. That makes life a lot easier. But these pirates are a lot meatier than they should be. Anyways, where are we going next? Where are we flying?
Thank you for that monster vial.
visit some towns here. Now the towns should also be shuffled in my case, so this shouldn't be Lefania, but if it is, oh well, whatever. It's Lefania. Well, whatever. Actually, let's go check out the magic. I believe I had that shuffled, so I have all the stations here. I certainly do. All right, we already checked out Tier 1. We already checked out Tier 2. Tier 3 is Life 1. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Exit at Tier... What is this? 4, which is also good. Heal 3 is also good. I'm not really big on anything here. It's getting more expensive. I'm annoyed all my good spells are super late. Well, most of the good ones. Fade, for example. Tier 8. Crap. Well, you're not getting that. Checking all my spells so slow. Oh, that's fast. I'll take that. And nuke. Unfortunately, at Tier 3, both at Tier 3, that's going to hurt in charges a little bit, but I'll take it. We got Quake at Tier 4. We'll take that. We could go Bane strats. Bane strats are always fun. And there's Temper at Tier 6. It's kind of gross. Oh boy, pot roast. What was I just doing? Armor. Chain helmet. Oh, everybody can... Why can't everybody equip a chain helmet? That doesn't make sense. Oh, hey.
Sent launch octopus to dog.
That is progression, and that means he has somewhere to go. A heavy stick. Oh my goodness. It's the stick caliber. It does extra damage to all elements. It's the stick and hurt all. It's a stick caliber. That's amazing.
I believe dog was also sent rolling shield, which is octopus's weakness, so that's a good level to get, I think.
That's convenient. Now I need the Bane stick. Well, I had the Bane spell available. I kind of ignored it. Sorry. Alright, what do we got here? The Oma armor. Basically diamond armor. Lit 2 helmet. Okay, we're talking. Got the Harm hammer. Oh my goodness, it's so strong too! Let's see here first. Weapon. Yeah, let's give that to, no, we can't, actually. Because this is already decent. Okay. We're going to trade some stuff around here so we have a damage all ability on everybody. So it's going to help. Let's see. We have an item shop here. We need the bottle for that. We don't have the bottle yet. Yeah, right? So again, hello to everybody out there in Twitch land, as well as everyone out there in YouTube land. We are multicasting to both. So if you have a preference one way or the other, you're welcome to it. I will do my best to watch the chat from both sides. I do apologize if I miss anything. Alright, so I don't like my situation currently because my individuals need some serious stat upping. However, we ain't got nothing going on. Check the towns while I'm out here. And Melmond. Let's see what they have for us. Sorry. Nobody likes Melmond. Lock 2. Pass on things there for now. We got some gold bracelets, which that's very good to see. Those are very good, but they're very expensive. And there's Earth, which is good for the whatever the fire item location is, because I have no idea. No idea what it actually is. Let's go to the Dwarf Cave, get our 2 or 3 free items. AP item. I found a shield, theoretically. It is not a shield. I believe that replaces this flame, which is 13, and that's 11. Oh. Well, that's fine. Nothing else I can do here for now. Oh, wait, yes there is. Hold on. So I also turned on another fun flag, which is Legendary Shops. And there's 6 places the 5 shops can appear, and this is one of them. And it's the Black Magic Shop, which is... Yeah, you know, we didn't give him Bane in the first go. We'll give him Bane this time. We got Bane. It's online. Also, our poor Hooray Dwarf is not going to be saying hooray for very long. Where did he go? He's over here? Did you mean our blacksmith? Ah! And, oh no, all the dwarves are dying. They're disappearing. What's happening? Oh, that guy's alive. Where's the Hooray Dwarf? He ran away. Blech. Dwarves can see in the dark. I'm looking for the floater. I'll bet you I can float anything. He's dead. Alright. So, we are going to go to Elf Castle real quick, and then into the marsh. Well, Elf Town, then Elf Castle. Of course, we're still kind of floating through the shops, looking around. We got a Heel Chuck. We got the Heel Chucks. Hi, Chuck. I'm sorry, terrible jokes today. Even the title today is a terrible joke. I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, okay, everybody's getting one of those. Fire 3 helmet. Not broken at all.
The shop rolled such low prices. It's 30 coins for dark armor. This is great.
Nice. Oh, he can wear that. He can actually wear that, and it's better. Alright. Well, we now have some gear. Can he wear that? He should be able to. Yeah. That'll work. Cool. And we need to check out the item shop. You got Bane, so just in case you see Batman. Huh. You think the darkness is your ally? Yeah, I'm not doing that. Oh, castle. Nothing we do here anyways. Let's go. Let's fly. To the swamp. Or marsh. Excuse me. Also, let's do this. Technically... Oh my gosh. Technically... I'll put you back. Alright, let's see how badly we get stomped here. The pirates are not safe. We got demolished by the pirates. We could probably do okay against them now, but without having some levels on our party. That mass immune, could you pass that back to me? That'd be great. I need a mass immune.
What if I could?
No. As it turns out, I have a very, very special place for the mass immune in my game. It's guaranteed, but it's always also guaranteed with a fun time. So, you'll see that when we get that far. So, I'm not really totally have paid too much attention to exactly where everybody's at or timing, because I didn't put a timer on the screen. Go me. We're about a half hour in. How is everybody doing in their games? Would We looking good? We looking bad? We stuck?
So far, so good. Need a boat upgrade, though, here fairly soon.
Donkey Kong Country do like the boat.
I've got about a third of the castle available that I'll be making my way through.
Excellent. And I have just started my first actual dungeon dive, so we'll see what happens. A coin! There you go. That's what's happening. So I tell you what, if you ever do an async, specifically with Final Fantasy, or sync or an async with Final Fantasy, you want to make sure that you tick on the little flag that just resets you back to the last place you saved, but you don't lose any progress or your items or anything that you picked up. That does make life much, much easier. You don't have to go back into the dungeon or wherever you were at to recollect everything you lost. For async, it doesn't matter too much because the tool will remember everything that was collected and everything, and it will re-give you what is the archipelago items. It won't give you things that were not an archipelago-based item. So if I find, say, a fire sword or a flame sword in a chest that wasn't an archipelago item, it was just a normal item for me, it won't give me that, but it'll give me something that was sent to me or attempted to be sent. So there's at least that. You're not stuck with that level of shenanigans. But it's still good to turn that. No fast forward. Stop. I'm too used to using it.
Thank you, Drop Sanity. I just got God's Guard from a random skeleton in the library.
Gosh. A random skeleton, God's Guard. One of the best armors in the game, if not the best, right?
Yeah, as far as pure defense goes.
Yeah. I still usually prefer either Drax Tunic or Alucard Mail. Just easy. If you can get it. Alright, so we are level 8 on our characters right now, which is a decent start. There's another coin. I'm finding all of the coins here today. So we are done in the marsh cave for now. We still have plenty of stuff that I can do. I'm going to go ahead and hit this tile a few more times just so that I can... Oh, buddy. So I can get a few levels of experience. Actually, I need you to just use Harm 3, because that's going to do more damage. And they're going to do some heckin' damage to us. Ow. Alright, so we've cleared the marsh, and magic, dog developer, a little exit, please. Oh, you're out of charges! I guess not. Never mind. So it's yet to be seen what the weapon character is going to be. I technically can choose whatever is available. I just chose the first thing that was given to me, which was a red mage. I gave that to the EBC slot. Red Mage is a fantastic character. Honestly, you could absolutely beat the game with just a fighter and a red mage very easily. But a fighter, a red mage, and a white mage is a solid setup. We can also go over here to Earth Cave. We can't go very far, but we can also go to Sarda's. And Deshana just got the Chrysogrim, which is by far and away the best everything weapon in the game. Another DK coin. I could... The vampire is a curse. Well, I could get a black mage. I don't really need a black mage. We got plenty of oomph in our spells. Although nuke is fairly early. Wouldn't be too bad. Titan's Cave should be locked on both sides with the Titan. So nothing I can do there for now. We could dive Earth Cave, sure. Before we do that. Oh, we have the herb! We could have talked to the, Yeah, we gotta go back to talk to Elf Prince over there. Now we just need the 2 Varda drops. Yeah, well... Here we go. Trolls. I want to see how hard my characters hit without the free magic. I'm sorry. Was that a 270 point hit from the white mage? Well, there's not the Ring of Varda. It's the Ring of Fener, which is not bad. It's just not. It's not a Ring of Varda. It's close. It's almost exactly. And there's a boat. You got your boat.
Yep, got my boat upgrade. I was behind the DK coin in Riverside Race.
Let's see, got another fruit item and some dynamite. There you go, a little bit of explosive fun for you. So with the first Soten seed that I ran, I was getting nothing but fruit items. And I'm like, is this broken? Like, really broken? Because all I'm getting is freaking fruit. Fruit's kind of like the filler item. So it just kind of gives you that as a, well, this is what we had to fill the slot, just deal with it. And it's like, all I was getting was just fruit. And I'm like, it's not even that useful. Dog? Somebody walking down the street, relax. It happens. There's a sword for Symphony, but I'm sure you probably have a better setup than a great sword. So there's a lot of fun. Hey, Lyra, bark bark to you too. There's a lot of fun things that you can do with Archipelago. There's a lot of little nuances between all the games. Obviously, we could go on about a lot of detail for these games. For instance, like sending and receiving items. In some games, you'll see the item on the ground as the Archipelago logo. Sometimes you won't. When you send an item, sometimes it'll tell you exactly what it is. Sometimes it won't. When you receive an item, it could just, like in my case, appear at the top of my screen and who sent it. But other games, like a Zelda one, for instance, Link will hold every gosh darn one of them over his head, one at a flippin' time. Or another fun one like Time Spinner, it'll tell you one of the items you've collected if you got a bunch at once, and that's it. It won't tell you the other 15 items you've gotten. So when you like log in, you'll see one thing, it's like, oh, that's not much, and then you look and you find out you have half of your relics, you know. Details. So it changes game to game. What did I get? Oh, I got a burlap sack. Wonderful. 10 out of 10.
Would burlap again.
Would burlap again. Alright. Yeah, so for those curious why I'm not getting any random encounters again, I'm using a flag set known as Enterprise, which again, I start with the airship, which is amazing. The only fights that I can get are on trap tiles or boss fights. And there's a Jewel of Open. I'm sure that'll help. So all of my experience has to come from those specific tiles. And trap tiles are randomized, technically. So I could get some very evil things very, very early. Also, my pirates are on not safe, which means they destroyed me the moment I walked in. Also happens. Alright, there's a skill of wolf. Unfortunately, not the one that need to actually turn into one.
Yeah, I have skill of wolf and power of mist, but neither transformation.
But neither transformation.
Oh.
Yeah. That sucks. I do see a nice fire shield. My bat. Kiki. Get out of my bat. Get out of my way, bat. Let me try to get that right. So some of these randomizers are fleshed out a lot, and people have really dove into these a lot. And there's a lot of forethought in some of these to having some nice conveniences. For example, I've actually remember a Final Fantasy world record run that was being performed that was lost because the bats wouldn't move. So, as a nice addition to at least the randomizer, you can talk to the bats and they go away like this. Watch, you disappear. It's the NPC Slayer. So if it's an unimportant NPC, you talk to them, they'll just go away. So that helps, so you don't have to sit there and wait for an hour for them to get out of the way, which can absolutely happen. Like I said, nothing's as evil as watching somebody on world record pace losing it because the bat wouldn't move. At all. It was horrible. I felt so bad for him. Oh, I didn't take the box. I killed the trolls, but I didn't take the item in the box. The benefit of no random encounters, though, is that the game goes much faster. Osafun Katana. Yes, that is quite decent. Adamant, you say? Very nice. I'm dumbfounded. Sometimes you get the randomized weapon stuff, and I got a cabin. I got my white mage hitting as hard as my fighter should be hitting. It's dumb. Alright, we got that adamant. Let's go turn it in for one free item. Is that the Hooray Dwarf? I've seen things you wouldn't believe. Those moments will be lost to time like tears of the rain. Time to die. Pop goes the Hooray Dwarf. I had kill on today, I'm sorry. Adamant, here's a coin. Oh, look. Red Mage number 2. Alright. We're doing it then, I guess.
Now I want to watch Blade Runner. Why would you do this?
I'm sorry. Alright, there is nothing. I have nothing for you. There's just nothing. Well, that's not bad. He can't use it! Gosh darn it. Well... I'll give you a burlap sack. It's better than nothing. Although at this point, you probably prefer nothing. Well, my me character is going to be a little under powered for a little bit. Alright, where are we going? We could go... You know, let's go do that. We can go class change already. So one of the interesting benefits of the Enterprise is you do start with Canoe, you start with the airship, you also start with the tail. However, there are no free turn-ins. So, that Bahamut fight, or the Bahamut location, is a fight. Which, he's pretty beefy, actually. He ends up being almost as powerful as, maybe a third less powerful, or half as powerful as Warmech. Yeah, he's got some oomph. So while you can class change immediately, is it worth it? Is it worth the price? I mean, it could be. It could be. Also, thank you for all the money coming, all the in-game gold coming my way. That does save a little bit of grind trying to get it. Get out of my way. There's another coin. I have found so many of your bonus coins so quickly. And another one!
Well, that's fine. Bonus coins are great.
Don't you need a fair amount of those at this point?
Yeah, you need a ton of them.
Well, good to know, because you just got a ton of them.
Well, maybe. I don't know. I shuffled that, too, so I actually don't know how many I need. That'll be a surprise for us.
Alright. I have armor for my second red mage. He doesn't have any spells, but he has armor now, at least. Which is definitely an improvement on his condition. Stop! Okay, I'm going to stop for a second.
There's one Ring of Arda.
I need to turn off my turbo button because I keep using it. There. All right, we're going to do the long walk in the unnecessarily long hallway. I've got a good feeling that my my second red mage is going to die very, very quickly in this Bahamut fight. This is not normally a fight in the vanilla game, but it is most certainly a fight here. And he is very strong. Did I not give you a usable? I didn't. Well, I guess you're just gonna die. Well, there goes my white mage. One hit. Oh. Nope. 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 I didn't give you life too. Wait. Well, this is going to be a short... Oh, boy. I just got snorted.
Hate when I get snorted.
Don't you hate when you get snorted? It's a terrible way of life. Alright, we got him. Damn it in chat. Hopefully you haven't run the anthole percent. Fortunately, not today.
Poor Ant.
Poor Ant. Poor Ant. He gets that every time. And I have probably multiple times nearly lost my ability to be here on staff because I brought it up more times than I care to mention. I mean, it's just the running joke now. For those for those not familiar, Mega Man X has sort of a copy protection thing built into the game that it will randomly send you back to the start of the game if it detects that you have an unlegitimate copy of the game. Well, most of us, when we run the game, don't run into that. But we've had now not just Anthole, but also another member of our community run into the Anthole percent. And it's nicknamed Anthole percent because every year that Anthole tries to run the run Mega Man X for whatever, whether it's a randomizer or the vanilla game, it always ends up crashing and sending him back to the intro stage. So we like to kind of razz on him for that. It's hilarious every time it happens. But it's happened every single event that he's tried to run it in. And then the last sync that we did, it happened to Shy in chat. Shy was the last one. The most recent one to join the Anthole percent club. Also, don't let Anthole hear us talking about it being the Anthole percent.
So I did it during a Retrothon, so...
Those looking at the bottom right corner of the screen, I apologize for the flashing. I am trying to find the right path. It is randomized every time. And it is horrible. So I did not get a lucky path today, at any means. Is this an item? I always like to check this because I never remember that it's there. Oh, hey! Free round.
Twilight Cloak. Sounds good.
You're just gonna have to swing because you don't have a... No, you're not swinging too bad. AP item? It is an item now. I don't know why I didn't think there wasn't. Alright, you do have the black armor. That black armor will let you use Lightning 3. Well, I don't know why I missed that. Oh wait, yeah, you class change. You can use stuff now. You can use that. We're just gonna drop this. I'm gonna drop that. Nobody's gonna want to use that. Nobody's using that. Okay, all of my characters has a hit all spell thing on them, which is good. There we go. Nope, failed again. So far I have chosen wrong every single choice path. Yep, still wrong. There are not that many more paths to choose here, game. Come on. There we go. Alright, what are we fighting here? Ooh, this closer to the seaside pile of pain. I'm not going to do that again because that was way too close. No. Just no. It'll be a big day when Ant sees other stages other than the intro. True. I'm fairly sure Ant's seen more of the game. It's just one of the things that we've noticed that's happening on, thanks to Shai's investigation, no less, is that if you use an SD to NES, it doesn't always like using it. So there may be a patched version of the game out there that works with that a little bit better, but in the meantime...
The big day is going to be when he sees the Sigma stages.
Yeah, right? Water, in water, in water, in water, water, in water. Oh. Wait, I just realized somebody could use the Vorpal Sword. There is a correct way to dump without getting tampered, but not sharing because legalities, of course. Why aren't they dead yet? Why are they still alive? Okay, they're very strong. Also, yeah, they're just very strong. Yeah, fire doesn't do so good on the water ones, as it turns out. Water resists fire? Who'd have guessed that? Oh, 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 alright. Opa. Gotta keep walking. Where are we going? Got the herb in the tail. We should probably restore the elf prince to his being awake stat. So let's go do that.
Have a loot.
Loot! Very nice. Actually, I don't need that right now, but eventually when I get into the Temple of Fiends, I absolutely need it. The loot is one of the very much required items to beat the game. So in later versions and remakes, the herb is called the Jolt Tonic. So normally when I do the rando, I do actually like to run with a thief, which sounds very counterintuitive, but I do like to run with the thief because the thief can get the easy unlock skill, meaning that once you hit level 15, any door that's locked, you can unlock it. It's kind of the counterbalance to picking a thief because they're not great, even in being fixed in the randomizer. But it's a useful thing to have. And I will say this for the sake of the... Oh, wait. You have a better weapon, do you not? You do. Hang on. Not by much, actually. Wait. This should be, shoot, where was I going with that? I've completely forgotten already. Whatever, doesn't matter. We'll do it live. This stream brought to you by... I have no idea. Let's just go. To heck with it. Let's see. You all have things. You all have things. You can actually probably use this. You absolutely can use this. Sweet. Okay. So, the interesting way of how Final Fantasy works in collecting items is that if I get an item and my inventory is full, which happens a lot with armors and weapons. Oh, by the way, my loot is a trombone.
I mean, same thing, really.
I mean, yeah, same thing.
Yeah.
What happens is if I have to empty a slot to get the item that gets sent to me. But they will just sit in limbo until I do that. That's actually not a bad piece of armor. Oh, that's a great piece of armor, actually. That's a fantastic piece of armor given, but it is. Alright, anything interesting in the shops here? I'm gonna have to go back to Lefania at some point anyways. Let's get Warp. And Temper. Warp is actually only really useful in one spot. It's a nice little exploit, if you will. But generally in the normal playthrough of the game, you will probably never see it. Nothing really super notable here. Everybody's got some decent gear already. What was the iron stick? It was a fog stick. Actually, the fog stick is not terrible. Actually. So, there is a flag that you can turn on for the old men that's kind of fun. It's called the Confused Old Men. So when you run into this little circle where they're standing normally, they're all running around, and it's randomized which one has the item. So you have to kind of roll through them and try to figure out which one has your pickup. It's just kind of funny. Alright, to the ice cave. Normally not a place you want to go any earlier than they have to, because this place is kind of brutal early on, but... Alright, do we have our shop here? We have our shop here! So we found our item shop, our black magic shop, and now we found the armor shop. We have the white shirt, which is also fog. I don't need the white shirt. I've got better armor, and I have 2 fog sticks, so we're good. Everybody's armor inventory is just completely full. Actually, that was convenient whoever sent that. So, we are now full up on gear. Completely. In armor, at least. Alright, now, so what I was saying is the warp glitch, there's only, well, not really a glitch, but there's one use case for it in this entire game. Aside escaping, if you need it. Fire against Gur and Burwolves. Oop, not that. We're in Gerwolves, not Burwolves. EBCs play Donkey Kong Country game, and those have mimes. Hopefully, all 4 of them isn't around while you hit any of the mine levels. Another wonderful inside joke. Alright, so this is that use case. We use warp once to warp back up. Oh no! I don't have any charges of it! Well, I guess we're doing this legitimately. Alright, let's see how strong everybody is with their weapons. Good to get a kind of a baseline. It's still 200 damage. Yeah. Ooh, sorcerers. You know what? Let's group kill these things. Yeah, so that's one thing that can happen too. Beta state games, sometimes things don't always trigger properly. So worst case scenario, you might have to do a hint or a item grab to correct the missing thing. It can happen. Normally, supported state games or release state games don't have that often, but if they do, it should get reported so they can look into it. But all good.
Game doesn't even need to be in beta to be broken. We found that out with Donkey Kong last time.
Oh yeah. So the last Archipelago update was a little rushed. and unfortunately we found out that Donkey Kong Country got broken on that release. To be fair, there's not really anybody really super working on it anymore.
True.
Last I knew. So it took a few minutes to get it corrected, but they managed to get it corrected for this release. So unlike the last time that we tried to get Donkey Kong Country on the screen, we didn't.
It was broke AF.
Yeah. It was specifically with the level randomization, I believe.
Yeah, the level shuffle.
Which is half of the reason you do the shuffler. It's like half of the reason you do it for this.
Especially if you've played Donkey Kong Country 3 as much as I
Yeah. But I think there was another game, too, that had that. It had a similar issue on also the same concept. I don't remember which one. Alright. We have Nightmares and Batman. Alright. I'm Batman. Speaking of Bane, you know what? We have Bane. We're using Bane on Batman. Calling it now. Let's do it. Hold on. Tom
Hardy's ready.
Doing it. We're doing it. Use anything that's not going to kill these guys. That's fine. Alright, Bane. Do it. Here we go. Let's see the Bane strats. Ineffective. Oh, come on. You got this, I believe. It's like I'm trying to do anything I can to not kill it automatically here. To give the Bane strats an attempt.
You used Bane. Batman has suffered a broken back.
I mean, Bane. You were born in the darkness.
Molded by it, you would say?
Yeah.
Well, you guys can just clear that out now. I've got one more cast of Bane. Let's go. We got one more cast. Will it work? No. No Bane for Batman. Yeah, 4.5 killed Donkey Kong Country 3, but 4.6 fixed it. Yeah. So I didn't mention this, but you probably could guess. I do have a little ticker at the bottom of the screen to say what at least the last 2 items that were collected. Obviously, it's going to scroll rather quickly, but if you see if you see my name lit up in purple, it's because I'm using my screen to do that. But when you see the item itself, if it's light blue or cyan colored, it's an item that's useful but not required. If it's dark blue, it means it's definitely useful and may be required. If it's purple, a purple item, then it's a progression item. It's marked as progression. So those are the kind of things we want to find for each of the games. So even if you don't quite know what's going on in each of the games individually, if you see purple items pop up, those are the things that we need to see happen. Let's do door number 2 here. Alright, tons of check coming in for my game here in a few moments. Volcano is probably one of the like 3 most item dense areas of the game. The other one would be the tower, and I would say Sea Shrine, but I walked by it. That wasn't important anyways. Also, I do apologize for the concert that is Dog, Symphony of Dog. Not to get you confused with Dog Developer playing Symphony of the Night, who is not playing Symphony of the Night, but instead is playing Mega Man X. I think I did that right. I think I said that right. Oh wow, these things are not taking damage from my stick anymore. That's sad. Oh, I walked away. Alright, well, just Thor Hammer, I guess. Donkey go burr. Donkey go grr. Relax. I did it again! Shut up, dog. Oh, I see some holy glasses. That's upside down castle access right there.
Now, if only I could make my way up to Richter with any sort of vertical movement.
Flight, high jump. Heck, double jump could get you some of the way there, but not all the way, but I think you have that already. Terrifying! Oh, I just sent you the best weapon in the game. Terrifying strats win. Never.
The weapon that doesn't hurt anything?
The weapon that literally can hurt nothing. I don't know why they even bother putting that in the game, because as soon as a person sees that, they're going to be like, but why though? Hey, Ring of Varda! Full Varda strats go. Ooh, Iguana, Giant and the not Agama. Don't you brack me, bro. So again, everybody confused. The Ring of Varda is an incredibly broken stat item that you can get in Symphony of the Night. If you're lucky or you grind long enough on the giant gold skeletons, you might find one or two eventually, but they're incredibly broken.
Fun fact, you also cannot get them without a clear data on your file. And New Game Plus needs to be done.
Hearing that, but I've also heard it's not required. So I don't. I'm assuming that's always the case, but I don't know because I've heard both. Oh, Alucard mail. Also, not too bad. Well, hello there, Cinnamon Toast Guy from YouTube land. That's right, we can see you. We're doing all right. How about yourself?
YouTube land.
Now, I don't know about you, but I like YouTube. I use YouTube a lot. I mean, I only stream to Twitch, but if you prefer YouTube, we do have both going on. We are live simulcasting to Twitch and YouTube. Like I said, if you prefer one or the other, go for it. If not, that's okay. It is probably just Retro Gaming Live TV there as well, if you want to watch it from that way. I don't remember. I'm a bad staff member. I don't remember. But we're over there, too. Also, I just realized I just ran through fire. Should probably... Hey, there's your vertical.
Hey, let's just go beat the game. Why not?
I mean, can you? I mean, maybe. I mean, you have God Garb, do you not? And
I have 2 Rings of Varda and the Chrysogrim, so it's just a question of getting Andy Dracula.
Yeah, you're good.
I'm pretty sure I have all of the gold in the world for Final Fantasy in this game.
Correction. I have all the gold for Final Fantasy because you sent it to me. Consequently, there's only one shop item I might even need to buy. And I've not been to all the towns, and I should have by now.
Alright, chat, pay attention. If you ever want to know where the second bonus is at in this stupid stage, look at that bottom half of that banana you can barely see up there. That's where it's at. World's dumbest bonus ever.
Oh, banana.
I actually do need the Soul of Bat before I can beat the game, which is in Fish Food Frenzy Bonus 1.
Oh, boy.
I might be able to... I think I can get the fish food. That might be stage 1 in.
If you can find it. Level Rando! Okay, we're just gonna whack them all with a spell. Who knew using fire on enemies in volcanoes? Did you just stone my guy? For frick's sake. How dare you? Thankfully I got a few softs, not too many. So, how dare you stone my character? I am offended and will smite you with a glove if I can find one. Nugglemere! A little bit of defense if you need it, but Varda's laughing at that right now. 2 Vardas are laughing at that. Also, hello, Damron, from both sides of the screen.
Yo! TwitchTube.
TwitchTube. Just use this. Man, stop sending me money. I got all the money in the world right now.
Nope.
Nope.
Keep
nope,
sending more.
Nope.
Now watch out for these Cheeto balls here.
Cheeto balls.
Yeah.
Oh, those.
The angry Cheeto balls.
All right, let's look at these things. See if we've got anything that's useful. Ooh, that lock hammer looks nice. I'm gonna drop these here.
Yeah, the amount of times I've missed that bonus during APs and speedrunning because you can barely see that banana. Stupid.
Arm hammer 37.
Just what I needed, a second chrysogram.
Needed, or I'm going to laugh as you hold on to it and use both at the same time.
Oh, that's not difficult to see at all.
That's the flexing on them.
Nothing like a blue Diddy Kong on a blue background.
Oh. That, on the other hand, not so good. Little inventory management, excuse me.
Fish food. I'm trying to think where fish food
Should be good there. I do kind of want to keep my weapons a little lighter on being full. Mostly because if I get a decent, super rare one-off item, I have the room to actually use it. My apologies. You did ask Donkey Kong Country 2 or 3. It is 3.
Oh, what about Donkey Kong? Yeah, this is 3.
Numero 3.
You can tell it's 3 because there's no Diddy Kong in this one.
And who likes Diddy Kong? Am I right?
Yeah. Most overrated Kong ever.
Time to go fight Chameleon without the weakness. Sorry, dog.
Funky Kong. Best Kong.
Well, there's Monster Vial 3. Now, which one's more ideal for the iframe strats using the Monster Vial and something else?
Monster Vial
like
2 is the best.
2?
It's because it summons a bat.
Right. Okay. It hangs out in the hip bot longer. So there's a really fun glitch. Actually, I'm going to let you go ahead if you want to explain what the glitch is. It's really fun. If you know offhand, it's fine.
Sorry, I was doing execution, and I have push to talk on. Yeah, you can do like a damage stack where you throw out the monster vials that normally don't do a ton of damage, but then with proper menuing, you can then give the monster vials the attack attribute of any other weapon in the game, and so you can make it do just absolutely ridiculous damage because they hit every couple of frames.
Yeah, so using something stupid like freaking Power of Sire, every frame the bat hits becomes a Power of Sire hit. It's broken. It was discovered ages ago. I mean, ages later from the release of the game. It wasn't long ago that was figured out. I would say within the year, within maybe even the last 6 months, it was figured out. But so I'm fighting Greg. If anybody's interested. Monsieur. What do you have? So clearly, this is not Carrie. I think. Could be Carrie in armor. I mean, to be fair, Gilgamesh does have multiple arms once they're not when they're in the end game. My entire party has been stunned. this okay, I was gonna say this might take a moment.
Hate to see it.
Now I already have my party. If I wanted to, thank you for the chime. I actually was gonna need that to do anything next. That literally took me immediately out of BK mode. At any point during the playthrough, you can change out any of the members of your party by taking the new members. So if you have a character like, I don't like having 2 red mages, I could take this, which is a thief, and replace one of those. I could. I'm not going to. But I could. Well, I don't know. I think I can take on the pirates now. I think. They were pretty strong. So I don't know what's going to happen here, but... I suppose before I do that, I can go check out the shop vendor in the desert. Yeah, we were almost there. Fun fact, you can land on the caravan shop. Just like that. Alright, let's go to that town. Cough. Did I say it was been a while since I played this? It's been a while since I played this. mAy-P item! Who's getting an item? Let's see. Me. I bought my own opal helmet. It was very expensive. And absolutely not worth it. Level 7 Fire 1. Excuse me while I just say no. Just say no. Oh wait, I can do a waterfall cave.
Say no to yes. Say pizza to drugs.
Honestly, that sounds about right. Don't do pizza, kids. Wait, hang on. Don't do pizza anyways, I guess, but... moving on! I love pizza. Pizza's great. I had pizza yesterday. It was delicious. Every Donkey Kong Country game is a fan of Kong cakes because you can collect Kong in every level. You sure can.
Do you want to do that?
Do you want to, though? Absolutely.
Like, I'm not forced to, so you can definitely tell I'm not doing it. Real happy it turned off Kong Sanity for me.
Well, I mean, you
There are some stages where I'm just like, nah. Sure hope y'all don't need that check.
What you got?
Well, it's like if I had Kong Sanity, like there are some stages where I'm just like, no, I really hope you guys don't need that check because I ain't collecting Kong on this stage.
It's like you're not getting it. It's like, sorry, but no. Alright. I ran right by the tower. Of course I did.
Get me another cog, alright.
Alright, so like I said earlier, the tower, the first 2 floors of the tower have a lot of items. We'll see if I got anything from anybody. We just got access to this thanks to that chime grab early on. Oh, speaking of Dracula's tunic, there you go. If you want to use it. Oh, rune sword. I love the rune sword in Symphony, but that wasn't the Symphony rune sword. It's one of the coolest hidden weapons in the game. It's also probably the one weapon that most people will never find unless you specifically go after it. But it's really cool. It's a super strong, super neat weapon. That when you throw it, if you look closely, you'll see the word verboten written in it, which means forbidden. But verboten. Pardon my pronunciation. Alright, well, I got a little bit more to look at here, and I'm going to be BK'd here very shortly. But we have a handful of items, so let's see what we get. Merman statue. That could be potentially useful. Shield rod. Well, you got that shield. Now you have an option. Not that you didn't already have the crystal grip. And I do believe that has exhausted all of my checks that I have available to me currently. Go check out this tile fight to see what's there. The also fake Agama.
Have a rod.
Well, how about a rod and an oxtail at the same time, completely breaking me out of it, making me able to defeat not one but two of the main game dungeons.
Have an Echo of the Bat as well.
Echo of the Bat, releasing Deshauna. All right, all you gotta do is complain. All you gotta do is complain. I mean, I could complain more if I had the cube. I could just do this one right now, but waiting. Alright, well. You can go do Earth Cave now. Oh, you know what? I didn't do pirates. I'm glad I didn't forget about those, because that would have been bad. Possibly. This innkeeper just charged me 5 gold. How dare they? I only have 300,000.
They're gonna break you.
I know, right? How? Oh my goodness! Even at my level, these things are bloody tanks! Holy crap! Alright. Well, there's 2 party members dead. That's 3 party members dead. And total wipe. Okay, I hope nobody needs anything from the pirates, because that's not happening. Ever. Unsafe pirates. Yeah, they aren't. Rookie numbers, gotta pump that up. Amazing. Level 25 across the board for the most part. I still can't beat the pirates. They've got Thunder, which does around 100 damage per, and they can do it 9 times in a single round. AKA, total party wipe is super easy. They also have full party sleep. So if they're not hitting with your lightning, they're knocking you out, so you can't do anything. Honestly, I had better luck against them when I was lower level. Just amazing. I don't remember. There's rooms here that have stuff in them. I just don't remember where they're at. Oh, like that one right there. Get out of my way, bat.
Have some more gold.
I know I need it. So, unbeknownst to you guys, the actual goal of the game is first one to 500,000 gold. I'm getting close.
I could go do that right now. The librarian is selling an onyx for like 23.
Oh, crap. I forgot about that. Your game can actually go that high. Here, I thought that I had the upper edge. I don't, actually. Well, huh.
I've got 6 checks left in the normal castle, and then on to the reverse.
I flound? Good lord. Found blue dragons. And flounders, apparently. I don't know. Flounder, dragon, same thing. Both tasty on a plate. Although I can't say I've ever tried dragon. Maybe kind of like alligator. Never know. Never had alligator either. You never know. Oh, now there's 3 of them. Oh, good.
Gator is actually pretty good.
That gator's not bad.
There you go. Gosh darn it. Come on, headset. Don't give up now. You got at least another hour to go. Come on. All these blue dragons. Okay, lightning, poor choice. Got it. That's fine. Or ice, whichever one it was. Oh, the homing torpedo. Wow, you got it. Sorry. A little bit of baldy coming out there. My apologies. Wow, you did it. Alright, let's go beat up on Lich or whoever's sitting in the spot. Another black mage. Everybody good? Oh, nope. I don't need to keep healing somebody who's max health. Alright, who's at Lich's spot? We have Medusa. Well, I mean, it's not all that far off, honestly. And, true to form, Speed Bump has been defeated. Weapons basics. Yeah, my basics. Wake up in the morning, drink coffee, and pray you make it through the rest of the day. You're welcome.
Yours too, huh?
Yours too, right? Right? Nah, we'll be alright. Wow. Oops. Been there too. Dog developer. Me too. Been there. Alright, let's go. Let's take a dive into the Sea Shrine and hopefully find some piles of pain, which are fantastic to level up off of. Storm Tornado. Quite a decent skill, by the way. Very much used. Against the octopus and other things. So here's my problem. I can never remember the layout out of the Sea Shrine. Locked doors! No! I still don't have a key yet! There's still items I can't get because I don't have the key. Okay, everybody needs to find my key. I've got quite a few items behind the key, so... hopefully I don't need it. Because in there is an item as well. I'm gonna put on APB for a key. Anybody? It's one of those situations where I would have been happy to have taken a thief. So in the vanilla game, thief is just broken in a bad way. It's garbage. What a thief should be capable of in vanilla, it just can't. It's supposed to have a high hit rate. It's supposed to be a high evade rate. It just doesn't. It's just busted. It's terrible. There is virtually no good reason to take a thief in the vanilla game. However, the randomizer does give you a little bit of opportunity to use a thief, despite it still not being really the greatest thing. The only really redeeming thing for a thief is... no, there's not really anything redeeming for a thief. I guess the ability to equip almost any weapon and armor in the game's nice, but I don't call that redeeming. Not nearly enough. Alright. Yeah, Thief is just broken. But in the randomizer, he actually, what he's supposed to be able to do, he actually will do. So he's not too bad. He's still not as good as a fighter by any means, which is pretty much all you would use him for. But again, as a benefit in the AP world, you can, or randomizer, excuse me, you can set up a thief to have the ability to unlock doors without having the key. Of course, if you get the key, then the thief becomes useless, but... okay. That was the white magic shop. We still haven't seen the weapon shop, which could be in... somewhere else. Good commentary, weapon. Good commentary. It could be somewhere else! True! But where?
True and real.
Yeah. It's not here, clearly. No. There are 6 places in the game. If you pick all 5 legendary shops, there are 6 places where you could find... holy crap, that's a lot of water. And water, and water, water, and water.
It's the wrong Final Fantasy.
There are 6 places in the game where you could find one of the legendary doors. And those legendary doors could be found in one in the Earth Cave, one here in the Sea Shrine, one in the Dwarf Cave, one in Ice Cave, one in the Sky Palace, Sky Temple, one in... gosh. I think I got most of them. I don't remember all of them specifically off the top, but I got most of them there, I think. But they allow you to purchase items that are considered the legendary tier of sorts. Which does not always mean it's good. It's just, you know, it could be generally better than most of the rest of the stuff in the game, but not necessarily the best. Because you can't very often purchase like the Mass Immune or something like that. You can occasionally find like Excalibur. But we haven't found the weapon one. We found the other 4, but we have not found the weapon shop. So the black magic, white magic, item, armor, and weapons is the 5 rooms. Which means, I believe, our last one is going to be in the Sky Palace, unless I have misplaced my door memory. And dynamite again. I need TNT to get a few items and a key, please. But, you know, dynamite is on my list. Not required to be TNT. Hey, another boat upgrade. Good luck. There's the slab. Return the slab. I will. That is a single item check.
What I'm here for.
There it is. Here, you just complain. That's all you gotta do. Just complain. And your Leapstone proper. Well, Will you stop hitting the person who has the lowest health and defense? No. I think I cleared off the sea shrine. Mostly. Mostly. Yeah, there's the one locked door that we can't get into because no key. There is a very strong possibility I'm not going to need it. I did get the cube, which means I can finish the Sky Palace as well now. So I believe I'm in go mode technically. Hey, Salamander, who is in Final Fantasy 3? 2 or 3, I don't remember which one.
Alright, fish food frenzy for whoever needed it.
Okay,
I
Salamander.
need it for Bat.
Anything in particular in fish food?
Should have killed it. We got it.
Don't eat that.
Bonus 1.
Alright. Eat those. Those you can eat. Don't eat that. Don't eat. No. All the easiest bonus in the game, too.
I was right there. I am not going to return the slab, and I'll have the soul of
There you go.
Ramsey following me.
Soul of Bat is all yours.
Thank you very much.
Don't eat any of these fish. Eat that. Eat that. There you go, bud. Now you're blue again.
All right, into the Sky Palace we go. Manic with a 3 streak. Stream streak. And up we go. Alright, let's check out what we've got in the Sky Palace. Anything fun, anything good. We've got an AP item, we've got a coin. Lots of coins today. Lots and lots and lots of coins. And another one. Alright, nothing interesting right now. Weapons, hold on, I'm out of inventory space probably. Close. I still haven't technically found any of my ribbons, which is odd. Hey, form of mist! And another one. So now you have both forms of flying.
Yeah, Form of Mist actually makes the glitch to get into Dracula even easier, so that's not bad.
Oh, thanks for the raid.
Oh, raid from Toe 22484. How are we doing? How was
XCOM was treating you well.
How was the XCOMing going? If you want to watch some hot XCOM action, check out Toe 22484. Hey, there's some explosives.
There's that TNT.
That is a few items, so there could be something there. I still haven't beaten Abiki and his pirates yet. Hey, my Excalibur. Let's see what kind of Excalibur we have. It is the Axcalibur, which is actually really good. All right, well, I was gonna complain about it being silly, but it is absolutely not today. That is a beefy Axcalibur. And yes, I am saying axe as in battle axe. So one of the humorous things they did in this is that when you get the Excalibur or the Masamune, it'll randomly change it into the Axcalibur or the Max Amune for giggles. Excuse me while I reset my game's music repeatedly. Every time you pick up an item, the music resets. So normally, I would give the Vorpal Sword a good chuck out that window right there. However, it has proven to be quite useful this seed, so I've decided to keep it around a little longer. Boomerang Cutter. Armored Armadillo access codes. Getting that Mega Man X action going on there. I believe I've gotten everything from the tower here, so we can go ahead and finish it. And another unnecessarily long hallway. Oh, buddy, is it? Hold on. I didn't think he'd pop up here, but here we are. So he's exactly where he needs to be, honestly. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, at a time of roughly about 1 hour and 40 minutes in, we're going to say hello to one of the best hug givers in the universe. Oh, hang on. You got a katana. Let me take a look at it first. It is actually just a katana. And a black mage can use it. Of course he can. Ladies and gentlemen, say hello. I am Warmek! Our wonderful nuclear-powered friend who gives the best hugs. Best hugs. We are going to
No one gives me any more DK coins.
No one any more DK coins. All right.
Not right now. Not until I get this upgrade. Then you can give me 2 more. Because if you give me 2 more right now, you're gonna break the game.
Uh-oh. Well, fortunately for you in my game, I am not going to be picking up anything else other than my Masamune, which conveniently, our good friend that gives the best hugs will be giving to me once we beat him.
Alright. Give me all the DK coins now.
Wait, you are going to do fast on him, and then you are going to go ahead and use fog again. Oh. Here we go, let's go. I just killed Warmek in 1 hit. Technically it was 10, but...
Chameleon Sting.
Technically it was 10, but... Warmek is special because this specific spot is where Warmek normally lives. It is a very, very, very rare encounter. But he has pretty much the high enough stats to equate himself pretty much to Chaos. So he's almost as strong as, if not as strong as Chaos, minus a few skills. 2,000 health, he's a beast.
Oh look, I'm in a cave. About to get bullied.
We have Echidna, which is one of the bosses of... I think that one is 3 for sure, but I could be wrong. What else do I want to do? Yeah, you can just... You can do whatever, honestly, because... I still don't have anything on you. Ow. Did I do Shortened Tower of Fiends? I hope I did. And another one-shot. Okay. Excalibur in this run is completely broken, even without the Masamune. Or most likely, in this case, it's going to be the Maximune. Alright, we are abandoning so many checks because we don't need to. We are on our way to finish the game. We do have the loot, and we have all the fiends completely defeated. We are going to finish this. Alright, first off, we're going to find out which one of our monster in the box... Oh no, it's a second Warmek! Everybody should be surprised. There is 2 Warmeks in this seed, because we're special. So, one of the flags you can set is for Warmek specifically. Actually, 2 of the flags you can set is Warmek specifically. One allows you to make a guaranteed Warmek before Tiamat. one can make a Warmech wandering around in the Sky Castle, and the other flag you can set for Warmech to be the holder of the Masamune. So once I defeat this Warmech, I will be getting the Masamune, which is great. Or Mazmune for those who prefer. Oh! Warmech just said no to one of my fighters. He's like, no living for you. Nuke, I guess. And Warmech is down. Lots of level up there. And the Maximune has been obtained. At this point, since my my axe caliber is doing phenomenally, you know what? We can give the Maximune to you, and you can have your Vorpal. And you can do this here, because that makes sense.
Iron gauntlets.
I appreciate it. I apologize, it's probably not going to be used, but I appreciate it.
Wow.
I know,
All that
right?
work I put into that bonus game.
All that work. I appreciate the effort. Alright, let's go do this. Ah! I stepped in the portal. Alright, time to play the trombone. Anybody here play trombone, champ?
I've seen people play it.
No! I can't beat the game! The final door is locked. I need to have the key to beat the game.
Hopefully it's in my world. I'm about to go kill Dracula.
Well, I'm going to have to go around too. I do have some checks. I'm like, I'm just going to abandon everything because I can. And it's like, no, you're not. Thanks, game. Here I was excited to get ready to run up and just destroy chaos. It's like, no. No, you got to run around and turn in all the other little things. Release me. Fine game. Oh, we have TNT, right. Let's go let the dwarves be mischievous here. Where am I at? Where am I going? Here I was like, oh, we're doing all right. Well, usually by the time I get to that shenanigans, where the heck am I? I always have the key by that point, or a thief that can unlock doors, so I never really realized that last door is locked. Well, let's see if he has my key. That is no.
He's got your lunch.
I got lunch for Deshauna, though.
Let's see how well double Varda, double Chrysogrim does against Drac.
I don't think you're gonna have a problem. I'm just guessing. I am guessing.
And there's 400.
My screen, I can't see anything. Okay, my game has gone into death mode here. Hold on.
So many bonus coins.
I can't see anything. I'm in pain. Help! Okay, we're back. I did. Thank you very much. I did get the crystal and my key. So yes, you did have my key. Now I get to go finish my game.
Have some defense too.
Excellent. Defense sword. Usually pretty good. Defense sword was another katana. This is the part where I don't tell you that I can't use the katanas because none of my characters can. But thank you, I guess, again.
Can't believe this.
I know.
Trying to do one nice thing.
Two nice things.
Man.
Alright. We fought Medusa. We're fighting Greg. Hello, Greg. Goodbye, Greg. Oh, Greg throwing out some Ice 3. Ouch. Goodbye, Greg.
I have a house.
I use the houses very much so. This is the part where I tell you I'm not going to be using another one because I'm at the end of the game. I'm sorry. Oh no!
Can you believe this, Chad?
I got cracked! Crack is bad.
Yeah.
That's what I
Good
get.
for not using the house.
That's what I get. That's what I get. Wait a minute. Why did the Maximune do 20 damage? It did nothing. Oh, it was on Red Mage. He needs to be fastered or sabered. You have sabered. Saber up. Alright, Echidna goes down. You get nothing! You lose! Good days! Oh, Deshauna, thank you for the song. And a wood rod. At least that was Dog Developer sending me that this time, so I can complain to him this time. Alright, here we go. By the way, because this is Enterprise mode, we are not fighting Chaos. We are fighting 2 of the Fiends, or War Mech, depending. And they're mixed in that big pile of snakes. I don't know which one is our target. So guess who has to go through the process of clearing out this nasty pile of nasty just to figure out which 2 is our fiend. Which 2 are our fiends. And they're full power fiends too, by the way. So this fight can be really, really nasty.
It's a whole lot of nope ropes.
So bottom left and center are our fiends. Of course, we've just boiled it down. Holy crap, that hurt. And 4 damage to the fighter. That checks. That checks. Let's fast the fighter and let's fog up some more here. We're doing all right, I think. Let's see. Yeah, saber up, and then you can start fighting too. Yeah, they keep hitting the fighter. Fighter's just like laughing it off right now. Ow. There you go. There you go. There you go. It's still doing like nothing. Anyways, that is a GG for Final Fantasy.
Hey.
I'll let you know that almost everything I've released except for 2 items were coins for you, EBC. So even though I snubbed your gifts earlier, I'm sorry. I got a bunch of coins.
I need Crematoa cogs now. I don't even need
well,
coins.
Well then,
anymore.
I'm sorry. I didn't have any Crematoa coins for you. Cogs, excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Wow, I tell you what. People just not being grateful today.
Coming from the person that didn't use the last 3 items this thing.
Nah, don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. It's all fine. We're all fine here. How are you?
Oh, I only needed 10 bonus coins this one. That shuffler really helped me out. So I need 2 more cogs though. Actually, 1 more cog. Like I'm guaranteed a cog on this stage.
Alright. Oh my goodness. That is a horrifying palette. I finally see
Yeah, ain't it? Yeah, it's good stuff.
It seems like it sees a weapon mess. No, this isn't that bad. This heat was actually pretty quick. I mean, I say that Dog Developer's still chilling out because I'm sure just can't get the thing.
Oh, did I randomize my Crematoa cog needs too? Oh my god. Let's go.
Uh-oh.
easily the hardest stage in the game.
All right, so we got Dog Developer on the screen with Mega Man X and EBC with Donkey Kong Country 3 left here. GG to Deshauna for finishing Symphony, and myself GG for Final Fantasy. A lot of fun with these randomizers. I guess I'll talk about what we're doing here for reference. We definitely enjoy our Archipelago Multiworlds here on the channel. We do a weekly, bi-weekly async. Currently, if you are interested, you probably maybe got about an hour before the next async hits run. So if you haven't joined in the async for this particular round, do so within the next hour or so. If you need any help, definitely let us know in the Discord, !Discord. And for those in YouTube land, let me go ahead and give you the same chat line that we would do there, because I don't think we have a bot there that does it there. There you go. That's the link for it if you want to join our Discord. There is a special channel specifically for Rando Monday, and we do have threads under that channel for asyncs. So if you're interested in joining the next one, we'll be rolling the next one in about an hour or so, depending on how long the remainder time for these two games go. For this async, we are committing up to 5 games. If you so choose to add it, we'll have more details on joining it when you do so. But those not familiar with what even is going on, what this async is, this is Archipelago Multiworld multi-game randomizer, where there are multiple games that are randomized and shuffled between each other, so the items collected in one game could be for another game and vice versa. In this case, we have 2 games on this particular sync, an async sync, that have been completed. Now we have ABC with Donkey Kong and Donkey Kong 3, and Donkey Kong X. If you're interested in joining us, of course, like I said, come to the Discord, talk about it there. It's been a lot of fun being able to host these. Like I said, we try to do an async every other week or so, depending on how quickly they get burnt through. I will tell you that this group is very, very, very fast at getting the games done, so we usually have one pretty much every week, because this group just destroys them. But because this is async number 15, I've decided to open it up a little bit, so if you have more than 2 or 3 games that you would like to play, you can add up to 5, unless it's Magic, like any other Magic or 2. You know what Magic is. So good. If you know, you know. I actually like the Idle one. The Idle one was silly. It's one that they did just for April, but it's literally just a 200 check Idle ticker that every 2 minutes it releases 1 check. That's it. That's all it does. But it does 200 checks. So it takes an hour and 40 minutes to do it.
The SpongeBob was brutal.
SpongeBob is not one I would recommend unless you really like SpongeBob.
Am I missing? I'm missing.
Like I said, we don't really do the asyncs. Asyncs basically, you can kind of tell the difference between sync and an async. Sync, everybody's playing the game at the same time. We have 4 people here today, 1 game each. It makes sense with 1 game. Usually 3 or 4 hours is kind of what you would expect on the average. Sometimes if you have a group that has really easy seeds, it would be faster. But if you have certain games that take a fair amount of grinding, it could take longer. Async are games that are played, of course, out of sync, or not asynchronously. And everybody gets to basically play at their pace. Ideally, what happens is people will play a little bit every day just to kind of keep it up and going, or every other day just to keep things fresh and moving. Because a certain thing called BK mode, which you can see in the left side of your screen, can happen, where individuals have nothing they can do, either check-wise, development-wise, or otherwise, because there's just no checks for them to do until somebody sends them something that gets them out of that mode. For reference, BK also stands for Burger King mode, which, again, I do love the story for it. One of the first multi-worlds, it was a Link to the Past multi-world, I believe. They're all playing a multi-world. It wasn't out of Archipelago either. It was a different one at the time. They're getting along, and the one person runs up and says, you know, I've got nothing I can do. Screw this. I'm going to Burger King. And thus, the lore of Burger King was born. Burger King mode.
The lore of Burger King.
The lore of Burger King mode.
That's how Sneak is. Sneak King is the sequel.
The king appreciates it your way, so you're still giving him money, so it doesn't care what way. Just give him the money. I could go for a heckin' burger myself. To be fair.
Go same. I haven't eaten dinner yet.
Kill a burger. I mean, I have eaten dinner, and I can still kill a burger.
Dude, look at
But
this
anyways.
palette. Oh, there we go. Now we're somewhat fixed. White Kong.
So we do like to, on Rando Monday, feature a different randomizer every week, or if somebody, me, can't think of a good thing to do, usually doing a multi-world like this is a great thing to do because everybody who decides to join can pretty much play whatever game they want that they supported, or in the case of 2 of our 4 games tonight, a beta state game, which means it's still playable and still beatable and generally in good shape. Mega Man X was one of those 2. Symphony of the Night was another one, but Symphony of the Night is almost ready. It's almost there. It's got a few more things it needs, I'm sure, but it's almost there. Mega Man X seems to be close too. But obviously, we saw earlier in Mega Man that there was a check that Dog Developer couldn't get because it just wouldn't pass along. So it's still got a little ways to go as well. But a game that's in
Mario
support,
Land
you
2
can
is
actually get the seed rolled directly to the Archipelago webpage. Beta games, you have to go through the GitHubs and get the specific things for that. It's a little more complicated. There's a lot of games out there that are currently being worked on. As I mentioned in chat, Soul Blazer was worked on, so you can absolutely play Soul Blazer in Archipelago now as a beta. Final Fantasy V Career Day is now officially in beta as well. It is another fun randomizer. If you've never played Career Day or Final Fantasy V, it's a great way to get into it. Symphony of the Night, according to Dog Developer, they're still adding silly stuff like traps, enemy sanity, makes enemy bestiary entries, that you get hit an enemy once as a check. Getting hit by an enemy is a check. Interesting. Usually it's killing an enemy.
I have no problem with that check.
Killing an enemy once or getting it to drop something is a check. Not getting hit by one, that's odd. I mean, I guess it works, but sure. Soul Calibur, not Soul Calibur. Soul Calibur would be interesting, but it wouldn't be a very long game.
Have to unlock your moves.
Oh, that would be horrible. That would be
Unlock
a very
high
long game.
fun.
And punching a different character would give you a different check. Just a different check.
Oh, it'd be Super Mario Land 2 all over again. Yeah. Oh, you want your down pipe?
Enemy hitting you. Okay, my apologies. That'd be interesting though. Hit sanity. But yeah, Soul Blazer's in there. Final Fantasy V's in there. Final Fantasy VI has been in there for a while. It's a little janky, but Final Fantasy VI has been. Worlds Collide has been in the randomizer for a bit. There is somebody, I believe, if I heard correctly, working on getting Falcon Dive is part of an Archipelago at some point. If not Falcon Dive, then a variant of Free Enterprise. Hopefully we should see that at some point. But yeah, there's a bunch of games being worked on. For those who like Pokemon, Pokemon Red, Blue, and Emerald are already fully supported. If you want to play Crystal, that is in beta state, so that covers all 3 of the first gens. Well, almost all of the 3 first gens, but let's see. A lot of good stuff out there. Mega Man 2 is in, Mega Man X, Mega Man X3. Those are in beta state. But if you're not into trying to figure out any of the beta state games, you certainly can pick one of the mini games that are in and fully supported, such as Stardew Valley, correct? All 4 of them's favorite games, Stardew. Just don't go mining, apparently.
Yeah, don't go to 4 or 5 in the cave. Might get bullied.
So I keep hearing this story and I keep laughing every time. It's good stuff. Also, enjoy your Mega Man X handhold percent. They should make that an AP world. As soon as you get handhold percent, you win.
It would just be a check. Every time you complete the first stage, it releases a check.
And then the game has like 50 checks to beat the interest rate 50 times. Oh my dear sweet lord, the pain. Nobody would play the game again. Ever. For any reason. Except Ant, but you know, that's a different story. But yeah, So there's another factor too that's interesting to keep in mind for Archipelago World, and that is depending on how you set up your randomization, because you can set it up however you like based on the flags that are available. You can get some games that will literally only have a singular check, or if you're psychotic, say with like Stardew, you can have like 1,200 checks with just your game. So you can get all over the map. A good average is somewhere around 200 to 300. That's a good average for most games. As an example for this particular one we did with just the 4 of us, Symphony of the Night, as the way that Deshauna put it together, has 445. Final Fantasy has 236, which is pretty much what you'd get every time. That's pretty much in every chest. Donkey Kong Country has 180. Of which you've got 159 of right now. And Mega Man X is at 83, of which Dog Developer has 75. So you can have a very wide range of how many checks are in your game. It's based entirely on the flags that you choose to set for your game. If you want a fun time, say for instance in Pokemon, you can make every single trainer that you fight a check, which adds like 200 or so to the game, 300, something like that. It's some horrible, horrifying amount of number. You can add every Pokemon as a check. That's another 151. Good luck. So you can really inflate the number of checks in your game depending on what you tick off. But honestly, for a sync like this, somewhere between 100 to 300 checks is a good average. And between the 4 games, we have an average of about 200 and some odd per game, so it's good. You can also turn.
You want a really good time. Super Mario Land 2 Coin Sanity. That's a great time.
And you can set it for every single coin. May the odds ever be in your favor, and pray that you're not in a sync because they will be very upset with you very quickly.
There's so many coins in that game that you just don't know about, too.
Right! Even the one that we were in, I think it was the last time we did an async on the channel, you were playing that one, and you're like, I've got everything! And we looked at the map, and it's like above you off the screen where you can't see it. It's like, really?
There you go, bud. Alright.
Blade drop. How about the Rune Sword drop? That one's also a pain. Of course, you got the Lagavator with the Borble Blade. And the Archer lagging. That room just sucks. But yeah, Rune Sword's another horrible hole we want to have to get. But yeah, having well over 600 checks in Symphony, you essentially have to 100%. Unfortunately, Dog Developer is still sitting in BK mode.
I'm in the final boss fight.
Are you?
Yep.
Okay. It hasn't moved on the screen, that's why I was like, are you?
Yeah, I gotta wait for the RP.
Yeah, unfortunately, RTP is a little bit behind. Obviously, restreaming and restreaming is always takes a couple extra moments. Generally speaking, for everybody that's on the screen, roughly about the same time. My game, of course, was a little bit ahead time-wise, only because it's coming directly from me and not being put into the RTP directly. For everyone else, it was a couple seconds behind.
They're gonna get so many Quanger codes here. Wait.
Do you think Toad could beat a different game world archipelago by himself? Probably. To be honest, though, I mean, it's actually a fun time to try to do something like that on your own. I would recommend if you're doing a sync with yourself, that's going to be kind of awkward, but you can absolutely do that. I've actually done like a 5 or 6 game by myself.
No, Dixie.
It's not that difficult. It's quite fun. Yeah, solo multi-world, absolutely. You basically just make a YAML for every game that you want to play, throw it in the mix, and then play them until you BK each one, and then move on to the next one, and then cycle through as you feel like you want to do. It's a lot of fun. I've done it a few times. Not too hard to set up, honestly. Oh no! The very redhead Dixie Kong gets knocked out, and the very blue Dabba Dee Dabba Die Frumpy Kong, whatever his name is.
Kitty.
Kitty, that's my Donkey Kong country lore is a little off. My apologies. Kitty Kong. Right, Bluey Kong over here. You know, I did say redhead Dixie Kong too. That's completely incorrect. She's still blonde, technically. Partially blonde, I should say. But blonde and redhead, technically. Both.
Strawberry blonde.
There you go. That works. How do you exist in multiple multi-worlds? Well, multiple multi-worlds. It's not too difficult, technically speaking. You just launch under a different port. But if you're doing a single multi-world, you have all the games and you connect up to the same port, but you can connect using a different username. FYI, as a point of caution, the multi-world name that you use is case sensitive. You find that out very quickly when you try to play a game of Doom and can't get it because you didn't capitalize the D in Doom. But in a single multi-world, you can have multiple individual games that connect to each other. In multiple multi-worlds, those usually don't cross between multi-worlds. However, I will also caution you to be very careful if you're doing multiple multi-worlds and you have the same game. Because if you launch the different multi-world with a game that's already progressed, you may inadvertently unlock things in that multi-world that you're not supposed to. It has definitely happened, not once, but many times. But yeah, same game, different seeds. But usually what happens with a lot of the multi-world stuff is you'll get a unique game seed for that game. And when you try to connect into the multi-world with it, it usually will recognize what game it is. As far as whatever hashing the game has. But in some cases, like I said, you do need to be careful. If you say I'll use Stardew as a good example. If you have a game of Stardew, but you connect to a different multi-world with the same save, which you shouldn't be able to do. But if you do, you may inadvertently unlock something that you did in that multi-world that you didn't already have unlocked. So there is that cautionary tale. But if you got different games and different multi-worlds, it's less of an issue. Me personally, I almost always have at least 2 multi-worlds going on. One with a different group that I play with, and of course RGL. I almost always have one going on here. So, that being said, if you would like to join the Retro Gaming Live TV Async that will be starting tonight, I don't expect anybody to be able to start playing tonight, although some people are up all hours of the gosh darn night, like myself.
Hey, wait, what are you trying to say? I want to beat Minecraft in 15 minutes again.
I'm gonna definitely be playing tonight.
I mean,
I'll probably get Rogue Legacy done.
I will tell you that you will probably be in BK for a bit until other people are going to jump in, but that's just how ASICs go. And again, I will say that the group that we have is a solid group, and they really murder the ASICs. Most ASICs do get finished fairly quickly, so we're usually able to do roughly 1 a week. I've opened up this one to do 5 games in person, and a lot of us that are in it have already put 5 in. So it should be a little bit longer of a seed. Intentionally, it should last about 2 weeks, but if it doesn't, well, this group is just monsters of gaming. They just destroy it so quickly. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. And even if it does go long, that's not going to hurt anything. So. you want to join in on that, you better check and join in. It's going to be in the Discord. There is a special thread in the Discord for the async where you can drop those YAML files. Or you can jump in the Discord to the Rando Monday channel and put your requests or comments there. You can help me figure it out. But that needs to be done probably within the hour. I don't imagine it's going to take too much longer for either of these games to complete. I mean, Love the Water obviously make my next place has been in DK for a bit here. But lots of fun. Lots of fun. Fun to be had with anyway. And you can pick whatever game you want. If you want to do a 1200 check Stardew Valley seed, go for it. I wouldn't recommend doing more than 2 games at that point, but whatever, you want to do it, go for it. You do your thing.
I'm doing Tunic this time, so it'll be my first time doing Tunic.
I've not even played Vanilla Tunic yet. I need to do that.
I haven't either. It's gonna be great.
Oh, jeez. I can't say that I haven't played a game for the first time via Archipelago that I've not played vanilla. I actually played Pokemon Emerald for the first time as an AP. I've never played Pokemon Emerald outside of the AP. And that too, Dog Developer, I need to beat Tunic, I bought it for 18. I've actually purchased a handful of games and picked up a handful of games just so that I can play it multi-role. That's actually why I started playing, well, I've had Time Spinner, but I got Time Spinner so I can play it in multi-role as well.
I want to check out Hades AP.
Oh, goodness.
That game is awesome.
Hades 2 just came out too recently, didn't it?
I think it's in alpha or re-release or something. Alright.
It's early access.
Oh, early
GG.
access.
Alright, dog, it's all you.
And GG to Key Bloody Candy.
Hades 2 is early access, but it has more content right now than all of Hades 1 does.
There you go. That's pretty stunning. Now, I've not played Hades, the first one, but I do know that game looked pretty fun. Also, yes, Dark Souls. So, one of the wild things, and I always think it's a super wild thing when I look at the list of games that you can play for the AP Multiworld. You look at the list, you see games like Final Fantasy 1 Rando. You see Link to the Past, Zelda 1, Zelda... I don't know if Zelda 2 is on the list. I think it's being worked on.
No, not yet.
Pokemon Red, Blue. And then you see Dark Souls 3 and freaking Rogue Legacy, Time Spinner, StarCraft 2 for crying out loud's on the list. It's wild the amount of games that individual unique developers have gotten to work with the Archipelago tool. It's such a cool thing to see. And there are so many games there's like 60 or so games that are available in full access right now. And there's dozens upon dozens of other games that people are working on as fan projects and whatnot. It's only going to get better, and it's only going to get bigger. Huge props to everyone that's involved with creating any content for any of the games. Because what's amazing about it, too, is that not only is there the connection to the AP world, some of those games didn't even have a randomizer until AP. So they're building not only the tool to connect to it, but they're building the randomizer as well, which is amazing. So shout-outs to everybody that's working on any part of that. Actually, the game I've been playing a lot lately that I've been enjoying quite a bit because I enjoyed the vanilla game is Satisfactory is in beta state. It's a good factory builder game. But if you want one that's not in beta, you can always play Factorio. Both games are ironically very similar in the concept. But if you'd rather the 2D, you can go with the fully supported Factorio. But if you want the 3D-ified version of your game, you can go with Satisfactory. Both are phenomenal games. I've done both. I'm less familiar with Factorio than I am Satisfactory, though. Gosh, there's so many good games that are available, and a lot not even in full support. Also, ones that I like to run very often, Doom 1, Doom 2, and Heretic are all available in full support now. Doom 2 and Heretic happened at the same time because it's pretty much the same system for Doom 1, but It's the same engine, so I mean, it's pretty much the same gosh darn thing.
They're apparently trying to get Duke Nukem 3D in now too.
I heard about that one. That'll be fun. I suck at playing it comparatively, but that'll be a fun one. Gosh, what else? There's so many good games. Mario Kart 64 is being worked on. I want to try that one out before I really go ham on it in any major AP. I can tell you that it is pain incarnate from what little bit I have. Because what Mario Kart does, of course, it locks levels, it locks cups, but it also locks booster stuff, items, it locks a good portion of being able to race normally in levels. So if you're familiar with Super Mario World, which is also a fully supported game, obviously, you have the Switch Palaces. Well, in Mario Kart 64, they have red switch, blue switch, yellow switch, green switch, all the switches. And what they do to make it interesting is in Mario Kart, they add fenced-off parts of the track. In some cases, the majority of the track is completely blocked. So you can't finish certain tracks until you found those switches. Or, even worse, you can't beat anyone else in-game until you've found those switches. So you'll be doing a track and realize, I can't win against anybody because I don't have that fence broken down. Imagine getting blocked on reverse Toad's Turnpike. I mean, come on. Glorious time, then. So, I have not finished the playthrough. I've barely started a playthrough on Mario Kart 64. But that is available. If you want to give that a shot. What else?
There is a Mario Party, but I don't know if the developer is active anymore.
Could be fun. I'm not even sure how you'd go about that, but
I don't know either.
I mean, you can.
I think there is an AP world for it though. So I think it is playable, but I don't know how buggy it is.
You can honestly say that a lot about a lot of the games that are available. You don't have to, and here's the greatest thing. Above all else, with all the games that are available, you don't have to pick a game that everybody else is picking. I mean, one person, like you just see what we did tonight. One person could pick Mega Man X, another Symphony of the Night, another Final Fantasy, and another one, what was that? Donkey King. Sorry. Suddenly I forgot what the fourth game was. All that disrespect all over again. I'm sorry. That didn't even last long. I apologize. I
get you a house, and this is the respect that I get.
I apologize for being disrespectful. I really am. I don't intend it. It's just funny. It's just funny. Also, if you really want to go that far, SpongeBob and the Bottom is also in beta support. So if you want a GameCube game option, it's on the table.
I'm gonna tell you now. If you do SpongeBob, I really hope you enjoy the SpongeBob's voice. And the puzzle. The game is meant for children. The puzzles are so hard. There is a puzzle in SpongeBob that's all timing based. And mind you, the aim controls in that game, because you have to aim your bubbles, because you have bowling bubble and cruise bubble. The aim in that game is atrocious. And it makes that puzzle so much harder than it needs to be.
Yeah, y'all sent me that
the boss
almost
fights are pretty dope,
when
though.
that came out, and I'm like, I'm not playing this. I played it for like 5 minutes, but like, I'm not playing through this. I chose well.
So I did it in two APs ago, I think it was.
But we'll say this to be fair: if that's your style of game and that's what you want to play, then nobody's going to judge too much.
Wow, yeah, there you go, too much.
Yeah, I mean, you could always play Super Mario Land too. That's a great game.
That game doesn't even exist.
Oh, I'm sorry. Also in beta.
Oh, you want to use your pipes? Better find your right direction. Huh?
We legitimately had to call that because we couldn't even get you the pipes to go down.
No.
Or right to even start your game.
Yeah, I literally couldn't play the game for like the full 2 or 3 hours that we do this.
He couldn't even start. Most AP games, usually you can do a level or two at minimum before you get completely blocked out. But I will say there are some that get really blocked really quickly because of just the nature of how the game works. I usually will point at Doom, the Doom games, and Heretic, because you only get one level, and you get locked down really quick in any one of them. So Doom gets locked down very quickly in most cases. However, Super Mario Land 2, if you have your pipes as movement to unlock, you will be doing pretty much nothing for a while. It was just bad. It was just bad.
It was rough.
It was a very unfortunate choice.
You have to unlock your space physics and swim physics too.
Yes.
You can't do the space stage at all.
Nope. Yeah, it was just a very unfortunate rolling for a sync at the time, because it was, I think that was your first attempt at even going at it was a sync, and that was just a really, it was just unfortunate. So, asyncs and syncs come with the goods, they come with the bad. Some good ones, some bad ones. The good ones, you know, you get to play, like, this was fun, everybody enjoyed themselves, and you get the ones that are Mario Land 2 level, where you can't do anything literally for the first 2 hours of a sync, and you're just sitting there twiddling thumbs, praying you're going to be able to play the game, or you just eventually say screw it and go do something else. Go to Burger King for real.
Or just play Adventure.
Or just play Adventure, which is also, it is the oldest game that's available to be played in the AP world. It is Adventure. It works great. I've done it myself. I've played through it myself at least once. Only once. You've done it a few times.
I think I've done it every AP. I think this will be the first AP I haven't done it.
Yeah. Actually, the last AP was the first one I didn't have at least one Doom game in. And I feel kind of, forgiving the term, I feel kind of naked without having at least one Doom game. I miss my Doom games. I got super stoked when I saw that as available. I've had it in almost every AP world that I've played in. Also, this spider is meaty, I've noticed. This spider is super meaty. He's not going down.
I thought about putting Zorks in this most recent one.
Mahobgoblin. Hang on a second. They put made a sequel to Mario Land? Yeah, it's called Wario Land. It was great. I love Wario Land.
I must say, they must have not released it.
Actually, is Wario Land in AP yet?
It is. Wario Land 1 and Wario Land 4 are in beta and alpha.
Nice. There's a big list of games that are potentially being worked on. Let me see if I can find that list real quick. Game proposals and planning. People tend to keep it up to date, so it's really cool. So you can keep it up and jump in. Yeah. SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom, Minecraft Dig, Ocarina of Time, but it's just Master Quest Water Temple. I'm sorry.
That would take you 4 hours alone.
Yeah. One that we've had in a few times. I believe Pro Piece is the one that does it. Is Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories. So if you really like the card game style game, that's in there. That kind of sounds like fun. Let's see. Lethal
I think we've had
Company.
Mega Man 2 a couple times as well.
If you go a little bit more modern, Lethal Company is in beta. I'm not even sure how that would work other than just banging your crap on the ground. So if you really want to go kind of fun.
Mario is missing.
Isaac.
I almost tried that this AP. I couldn't. I don't know. I'm real dumb when it comes to like setting up like custom stuff and mods for like newer games. So I'm just like, no, I don't want to deal with that.
Some are a little more janky to get going. Some are not. So Binding of Isaac Repentance is in alpha. Symphony of the Night, of course, it's more of a beta at this point, not alpha. So they need to change that. Let's see. Celeste is in alpha according to this. Jets of Time is still alpha. Chrono Trigger Jets of Time. Chrono Trigger is a phenomenal game. It really is. Jets of Time is a phenomenal randomizer. It's absolutely one of my favorites. I don't play it as often as I'd like to because I'm not as familiar with with other games, but it is in beta state because there's still or alpha state because there's still some pretty nasty things that can happen in AP that can lose you time and whatnot. So it's not quite to the point where it's really ready to go.
Vacation Simulator, that's what I'm talking about.
There you go. Guardian Legends in alpha. Actually, one of our AP worlds we had Wintry Mix played some Guardian Legends. Apparently, League of Legends. I'm not even sure how. I'm not even
I
gonna.
don't understand that one at all.
I try to pretend that game doesn't even exist. Resident Evil Remake 2 and 3 are in alpha.
Oh, 3. Yeah, that must be newerish because I don't remember seeing 3 in there.
It's on the list. Soul Blazer. I very much enjoy Soul Blazer. I've had a lot of time with Soul Blazer Random. That's in alpha. Super Adventure Island 2, if you'd rather prefer that style of game. And of course, Wario Land, yes, is in alpha.
Yeah.
Wario Land 1 is in alpha.
Now, 1 is in alpha, and I think 4. Yeah, 4 is in review right now.
Nice. What is this League of Legends you speak of? I have no idea. It's some weird, stupid game that people like to rage about. And I just offended like half of the people that play this stupid game. The other half is like, yeah, no, we don't disagree. I game with people who are on both sides of the fence. How dare you speak ill of my game? The other one's like, yeah, this game is bullcrap. Yeah, even the dog agrees. Resident Evil 3, according to Deshauna, is, of course, less than complete than 2. So it is available, but it's less complete. Aren't you sitting there?
I do.
You can say something. I'll shut up long enough. Unless you're talking or eating, whatever.
I do want to try out Rotato eventually too.
But yeah, there's a lot of really cool ones. Of course, there's also Super Metroid Map Rando. I mean, Super Metroid's in there to begin with. There's a Map Rando that's coming eventually, it looks like. Subversion, which actually I believe Shy did that one for one of the randos. He got hard locked though because he wasn't getting like anything he needed until like super late. He just couldn't progress. It's one of those kind of. What else is here? Risk of Rain 1. Risk of Rain 2 is already in full support, I believe. Risk of Rain 1 is in alpha. Paper Mario 64 is also in alpha.
Let's not forget old school RuneScape either. So I mean.
Oh, good lord, is that in there?
Yeah. Road 13.
Scroll up, I can see it there. Old
OSRS.
That's I didn't catch that at first, but there it is. Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga Ultra Kill is actually a more modern game. Hat in Time. There's a bunch of good ones out there. So if hey Dog Developer, your co-com voice is super low. Dog Developer is currently not in voice chat, so yes, his voice is a little low. True, correct. Yeah,
Not wrong.
Not wrong. It's mostly EBC, Eat Lady Candy, and myself. Deshauna is also here. Just not saying anything because I'm not shutting up. I apologize. Also, another good one to mention is Faxanadu is on the list as well. That's another pretty fun game. Kind of a pain to understand the first time you play, but it's a decent game. Curious how the rando on that works. So one of the great things about all of these games, even a lot of ones that we mentioned are alpha or beta state, you can technically just generate a game that is just that one game and randomize and just play it as its own thing. If you want to do that. If you want to do it in a multi-world with other people, you certainly can. So that's the other fun part about Archipelago. You don't have to play it as a multi-world. You can just play the one game by yourself and have at it that way. I've done that to test games. Like, for instance, I did that to test Mario Kart 64. I rolled just one of those, just to mess with it. So, yeah. If you want to just try it yourself, there's a lot of detail on the website. It can be, to be fair, the process to getting a game rolled and playing the game and doing the multi-world can seem rather imposing to start. And to be fair, depending on your choice, certainly can be. But for at least the supported games, there's a lot of documentation, even on the Archipelago website, that gives you everything that you need to get it set up. Worst case scenario, of course, is always the Discord. And worst case scenario, although I may not be as much use or help as the actual Discord. You can jump in our Discord, and I can get you hooked up. either myself or anyone else on our group here who's played it. We have several of our team people who have jumped into it. So if you want to get educated and play some multi-world or get in our weekly multi-world, definitely our Discord, we can get you going. Or if you want to be shy of our group and just kind of sit in the background and listen to people, you can go into the main Discord and get stuff from them. That's where you can get a lot of the major updates as well, for as far as what's coming, what's changing. Matter of fact, the tool, when you download it and launch it, has a link for not only the normal Discord, but it has the After Dark group as well, if you so choose to be that way, do that way.
Do we have an After Dark channel?
There is an After Dark group with them. I was in it for like 2 seconds. It's just the same thing for the most part. I would still caution that I would recommend that it be 18 plus to go in there just in case. I didn't dig around. I wasn't that tempted. I'm good. Appreciate it. But yeah, teach their own. But if you want to join in our fun times, we are going to be starting a multi-world tonight. That is an async that you can have. It's the 18 plus games or unrated. Are the games? Yeah, the After Dark is the 18 plus games and unrated. I don't know about any of the 18 plus games or anything on there, so I'm not going to speak to that. Also, because I would probably be promptly removed from our group if I started going off on it. So whatever. Not going to. You can check out the Discord and figure that out for yourself.
Oh, it's on ESRB. Okay.
And pay us in here. Oh, okay. Oh, Guardian Legend is it? All right. I clearly have not played Guardian Legends enough to get that kind of aspect out of it. Maybe I'm just missing something. I need to do that. I need to just play vanilla Guardian Legends. I never have, which is dumb because it's fantastic.
I haven't in a long time. I have it in probably like 20 years.
Oh, it's unrated. That's why. All right. No, there you go.
So would like Mega Man fall into that then too? Because like anything NES isn't rated.
Well, the modern games are, so they kind of backtrack it that way. I mean, if you have the Legacy Collection, I'm pretty sure that's rated.
Yeah, that's fair, I suppose, yeah.
So there you go. If you would like to join the current async starting tonight, you can jump in our Discord, and let me go ahead and make sure that's posted in both places, because I apologize that I have not been as attentive to our YouTube friends, because we just started doing our YouTube multi-stream as well. If you would like to join our Discord, we go ahead and post that in there as well. Also, hello Serenity. I see you over there on the YouTube side. I do apologize. I don't know how long ago you typed that. Hello.
Yo, what's up, YouTube people?
Yep, we just started doing, as of the last major marathon or two, multicasting to Twitch as well as YouTube, since we're not allowed to do that. And all of our events going forward should, in general, without hopefully too much additional condition, should be able to go onto both. So you can jump in both ways. So if you want to do that, jump in our Discord. We do have a channel for Rando Monday. If you would like to jump in our weekly, and actually it's not going to be a weekly per se this time, because it should technically be a longer one. I say that and want to get done within like 3 days, because y'all are monsters.
No, there's no way I'm finishing Tunic that quick.
No. I mean, having never played it before, I would assume not, but...
Or Mega Man 2, for that matter, because that's probably my weakest Mega Man.
I will say this, if you're doing Mega Man 2, your best bet to pick back up is to do a save state for your game, because there's not really a good way to password keep your game. So
oh, that's true. That's a good call. Yeah.
Best bet for that is to do save states. I would do it like on the robot select screen. And if you do get a robot stage, you just go into one and you can start select AP and crash out. We've got 2 StarCraft 2 YAMLs with all 3 campaigns. Well, there you go. Yeah, we got all over the map. I'm going to be doing all 3 Doom games. I'm going to be doing Pokemon Red Blue, and what did I choose as my 5th game? I can't even remember what I picked for my 5th. I don't even remember. It's not necessarily important. We'll figure it out once it happens. And
I just looked at mine.
Oh yeah, I got a 5th game to play.
I just looked at my. I apparently did put adventure into this AP because
Yeah,
this is what you got to do.
Adventure, Mega Man 2, Minecraft, Link to the Past, and Tunic from you.
Yeah.
Deshana's rocking Dark Souls 3, Hollow Knight, Rogue Legacy, StarCraft 2, and Symphony of the Night. Doug Developer over there is rocking another Mega Man X Seed, Symphony of the Night, and Time Spinner. We have Sarit, again, I'm probably pronouncing that incorrect, doing Secret of Evermore, Mario World, The Messenger, and Metroid 3, aka Super Metroid, and StarCraft 2 as well. So, like I said, there's not really any. Oh, Lyra or Adley is doing Idol, which is Muse Dash. So yeah, the spread of games on this is very broad, and I'm very happy to see that. There are very few duplicates, and ironically, one of the few duplicates happens to be StarCraft 2. So.
I wish we could get Shovel Knight into an AP already. Like,
oh my gosh, I would pick that back up. I actually bought that game when it came out. I even bought the amiibo. I had that hanging out over here.
I have the amiibo too. Yeah, I love Shovel Knight.
If for nothing else, the music is so good. If you play Shovel Knight for anything else, even just the music is phenomenal. But the game is so well made. Yeah, it's sort of a pseudo clone of like DuckTales and Zelda and Zelda 2.
Like DuckTales, Zelda, Castlevania, Mega Man, like all mashed together.
But it's such a good game. It is so good. I've got it on my freaking Wii U. Eat that, Nintendo people. I actually have a Wii U, and it was fine.
I have a Wii U as well. I don't ever play it.
I haven't turned it on in like 5 years, but I have one.
The first time I turned mine on was when Infinite Mystery and I raced during the Mario Marathon. And showcased Mario Maker before the server shut down.
I'm terrified to try to boot that thing though, because I haven't in a long time, and there is a complete crashing thing that if it reaches a certain point, it actually will never turn on again. I'm hoping.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, the last time I had mine on was when Mario Maker 1 came out.
Oy.
Then it's never been on since until this past March.
Oh, I used the crap out of mine. My favorite game on it 100% was Hyrule Warriors, which they ported 3 times.
I actually liked Hyrule Warriors quite a bit.
It was very good. I enjoyed the heck out of it. The problem, the thing was when they released it, the second time they released it on the 3DS with a bunch of stuff you couldn't get on the Wii U version, and then they added it, and then they re-released it on the Switch, which had everything. So I had to play through the game 3 freaking full times.
I still haven't played Skyward Sword on Switch yet.
Mm-hmm. I've got it. I haven't played it yet either. I've got it, but it's just.
I mean, I played it on the Wii back in the day, but.
Yep. I still have my Wii version of that one as well.
Yep.
The one thing I regret doing, though, I had a physical copy of Twilight Princess for GameCube. And I gave it up because I bought the Switch. I'll sell this one. It's like, no, mistake. I made that mistake, and I still regret that. I still have my GameCube version of the Zelda collection and like the Master Quest thing. I still have those. Those were fantastic.
Yep, I still got mine.
But
I got my Dreamland collection for the Wii as well.
I have my Mega Man Legacy collection for it as well. I never played it because I still preferred playing the originals. But
I like Skyward Sword is probably one of my favorite Zeldas. I like Skyward Sword a lot.
I'll say this: Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom were very good, but my favorite is still Twilight Princess. I think by far and away was my favorite of the Zelda games. I thought story-wise, everything about it was just fantastic.
Breath of the Wild. I haven't played the sequel, but I liked the game Breath of the Wild. It just to me was not a Zelda game.
It definitely separated itself from the typical Zelda. How do I want to say formula, far and away.
Yeah,
but
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I still think it was a fine game, but
yeah, it was a very good game in its own right. but you're 100% correct. It didn't feel like a normal Zelda game.
It felt like a reskin Skyrim.
Zelda Rim. Let's not call it that. It was still very good. It was still very, very good.
Yeah, it was a fun game.
It didn't have the same feel because you're used to doing the whole dungeon thing. And while yes, when you do the four legendary what's it was more dungeon. That made it feel a lot more like a normal Zelda game.
But you know,
by the time you got to them, it's just like,
You know, there's only 4 dungeons, and like if you did the bird dungeon first, which gave you like the super jump, you could literally cheese the other 3 dungeons.
Solidity in the YouTube chat, if you did add a game to that collection, I need to go in and take a look. I didn't collect the pieces. I'll be collecting the pieces after the game's done. I obviously had some other things to take care of first, but I will take a look there and see what you got going on. Let's see. Shy's got a game in there. Shy's jumping in with Soul Blazer. Excellent.
Ooh. Good game.
Good.
I still don't have an English version of Soul Blazer. I still only have the Japanese version.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I've definitely got the English version myself. I grew up with it. I played the silly out of it. I still have my cart sitting behind me over there.
I bought the Japanese version from the retro shop in town like 6 years ago for like $5.
Yeah, you got the special version though too, didn't you?
I don't know. It was a loose cart in a bin.
Special. All right, and done. GG's to Dog Developer.
GG's, Doug.
Mega Man X. And with that, we have Epic 7 keeps updating, which is good. So Epic 7. What is Epic? Is that the Mickey? Is that the Mickey Mouse game? This is the Epic 7. Hang on. I apologize. I'm not familiar. Oh, it is a, let's see. It is a Android iOS game. There you go. I was going to say, I don't know if that's necessarily part of a multi-world, but it's still pretty cool. Pretty cool. If it is, more power to you. Good luck at that one. I'm not sure that would work. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, appreciate everybody coming out and joining us on both sides of the field here, both on Twitch and on YouTube. Yeah, if Epic 7's in the listing and you'd like to join in, jump in our Discord. You'll need to do that fairly soon here, so that we can get you in there. But a lot of stuff going on. We appreciate everybody jumping in here and joining us on either side of the fence. There's a lot of content out there you can jump onto and watch. We're pleased as punch that you chose to hang out with us this evening. Again, our Discord is, there's the link there in both cases. If you want to join us there. Super big shout outs tonight to our players. Racers players. We're not really racing, we're playing with each other. To E Bloody Candy with Donkey Kong Country 3. To Shauna showing off some Sippy tonight. And of course, Dog Developer with Mega Man X. Y'all have any fun parting things you'd like to say on the going on here?
Go check out YouTube stuff. Retrothon and Kessel Run is up there now.
Heck yeah.
We got Boss Battle Climate Change coming up in a couple weekends. So that'd be a good time. And yeah, there's a bunch of stuff that goes on the channel throughout the entire week. We got like Night at the Cinema on Thursdays. We got Console Course on Saturdays. Wads Day on Wednesday. Can You Hack It on Fridays? So definitely, there's a lot of retro content if you're into that. So.
And the occasional like sports night on Tuesday. It's changed a lot over time, so we'll see what happens there. But yeah, if you want to keep joining us week to week, obviously the Discord's where to find the stuff. And if you would like more information on anything that we've done tonight, obviously we can certainly help you. If you would like information a little bit faster, because obviously we all have things we do in our days. We're not always available. Obviously, for Archipelago, it's just archipelago.gg is the main website. Archipelago.gg, there's the link. And I'll do the same over here. Archipelago.gg, that's the main site. That's where you can get the tool information on all the supported games. And there is a page for all the games upcoming. But for us here on Retro Gaming Live TV, we appreciate you all joining us. And thank you very much. And hope to see you again next time. And again, I'll give you all about 20 or 30 minutes on the Discord before we start this week's Async. If you would like to jump in, that would be the time to do so. Otherwise, have a great night.
Good night, everyone.